Hello everybody and welcome back to Gardens and Crystals with me, Wesley Peterson. And today I am out in my outdoor terrace garden again. The sun is shining on my face once again. It's an absolutely beautiful December day. And I've decided now that I want to do some repotting. I have this one pot down here in front of me here with a lovely Buxus, boxwood. And it's been in this pot for nearly 2 years. It's doing very well. I have 3 of them. But I've decided I want to change it up a little bit because I want to have some different varieties of evergreen plants out here to keep interest all year round. And I also want some more height here because if you look behind, I have this white pole and this wall, and I want a plant that's going to grow up and fill out this with green, because as we walk along the alleyway here towards our apartment, this is what we'll see, and this is what all our neighbours see as they walk past. So I think it will be nice with something that's taller. So I'm just going to swap that out with this plant. This is Fargesia Murielae jumbo bamboo. This one looks a little bit tired at the moment, but that's because it's been stuck in this pot at the end of the season with not much water. And I went and bought it. It's a pot worth 600 kronas and I got it for 100 Swedish krona. So I'm really happy. So all I need to do is get this potted out and give it a good watering. And then next year, it will flush out lovely green leaves again. I know that because I've done it at Crystal Cottage with many of these pots now. They looked like this as well in the beginning, and they look really, really good this season during the winter time. So this plant also, if you look closer, you can't see me now, but look at that, it's really nice. But the pot is absolutely full of weeds. So I need to make sure I get all those weeds out as well at the same time. But anyway, I just need to get on with this while the sun is out and it's lovely and warm. This is a lovely, warm, sunny December day here in the south of Sweden. And I just wanted to get out and enjoy the warmth because close to the apartment here, it doesn't matter that it's December and it doesn't matter that it's freezing cold in the early morning and so forth, because these plants are close to walls and they are getting all the heat that radiates from the apartments around here and the coverage that we have here. So they'll do absolutely fine. Let's just get on with the planting. So first of all, I just need to get this boxwood out and I will be planting that at Crystal Cottage later on. So I will just take it out of this pot, put it into a nursery pot for now, and I will take some of the old soil out of the big ceramic pot I have behind me there, the lovely white pot that is in. I brought that pot home in a suitcase all the way from Shanghai. Believe it or not, yes I did, all the way from Shanghai. Couldn't help it, I loved it while I was there. And well, just put some new fresh soil into the pot and then plant this bamboo. I'm not going to be adding anything extra to the soil. It's a good rich potting mix. This plant needs a lot of moisture, especially while it's young. So it's just going to be that soil and that soil alone, and it will do really, really well because it will retain moisture longer. So let's just get on with this. So I just found one of my trowels and I'm just going to get this plant up. As I said, it's been there a good couple of years in that pot. Actually, it's been in that pot longer than I'm saying because it was in that pot already in our last apartment where we had a lovely top terrace, a big top terrace garden out by the sea, 63 square meters that I made into a garden in the sky. I already planted it there actually. So it's been in that pot for at least 2 years, So we'll see how much of the root ball has filled out that pot and how much space I'm going to have and what I have to work with. Wow, look at this. That was easy to get out. That's 2 years growth in that pot and still it only has one little root ball. So it was absolutely easy peasy to get out. And I can just put it straight into a nursery pot now, ready to take to Crystal Cottage and put in the garden. For now, I'm just going to put it in like that, leave it at the side while I replant my beautiful bamboo plant. I've actually just noticed that the soil is actually quite far down in this pot, and as the other plant didn't have a very big root ball, I don't need to take a lot of soil out. All I'm going to do is basically put my bamboos in here and put fresh soil around the edge, and then this plant will be good to go because it's going to get fertilized often anyway while it's in a pot, because you know when plants are in pots, the soil, when you water them, the goodness is sucked out by the plants, the goodness drains out with the water, so they need to be fertilized all the time anyway. So basically, I'll put this plant in, fresh soil around the edge, water it well in, and next season I will be giving it plenty of lovely fertiliser and it should take off really well. I'll just break up the soil a bit, even though actually the soil in here is still very, very loose actually. No, yeah. I can't actually believe that that boxwood has been in this pot for 2 years because the soil is very loose and airy still. This is going to be a quicker and easier job than I thought it was going to be. Now, as I said, there were a lot of weeds in this pot, so I need to pull those out first. So there we go, I've got all the weeds out, and whatever's left doesn't matter, I'll be able to get those out. This is in a pot, so it's one little area, so it's not hard for me to keep maintained. So now I'm just going to take it out of its nursery pot and put it into this wonderful ceramic pot I have here. I mix between ceramic and porcelain all the time, but you know what I mean. I don't need to do anything with the root ball because it's going to have light, airy soil all the way around, and this plant will figure it out in no time on its own. Oh, it really is lovely and warm out here today. When I lift my head above that bar there, I can really feel the heat. This doesn't feel like a December day, but it is. It's December in the south of Sweden. So there we go, that's the repotting of this plant done in just a few minutes. That was it. So now I just need to tidy up around the floor here and then I'll be ready to take you in for a closer look of this plant. So you know that I love to underplant pots with other plants. So for the moment, this plant is going to be on its own. I'm going to water it in, let it settle in for a while, and then I'm going to find something nice to plant around the bottom here. It's probably going to be another Hedrahelix because I love ivies and they grow so well outside here. So I probably want to get some kind of really nice variegated ivy to go down here. If I can find one with yellow variegations, I'll be really happy because that'll go very nicely with this lovely kind of limey green color of the leaves on this plant here. So that's my plan. It could change, but for now, let's go in and have a closer look at this plant in its new pot. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this plant close up and the other plants in the same area here. My lovely evergreen garden outside our apartment here in Malmö, Sweden. It is so nice to come out and see this garden, and we get so many lovely comments from our neighbours that will pass and really enjoy seeing our outdoor terrace garden. They love being able to see this with zero maintenance for them. So that's really good. And I just love doing it, so that's fun for me too. So thank you very much once again for watching Gardens and Crystals with me, Wesley Peterson. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when my next video will be uploaded. And I will see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.